Limbo la. The limbo stick. The boxing game right now is in limbo. I repeat, limbo. Now, again, you might ask yourself, what am I talking about? Why am I saying this now? What in the world is going on? Why is the boxing game in limbo right now? It is quite simple and easy to figure out. The boxing game. Hey, John Hawkins, what's up, man? Thanks for your super chat, your cash app. I got your cash app. Want to say thank you, brother. What's up, bro? I'm trying to be safe out here, man. Shoot, I be thinking people follow now. Trigger cheese. Would it be? Don't forget to hit the like button too while you're here. Now, here is why the boxing game is in limbo right now. The boxing game is in limbo is because the scenarios have changed. The market has changed. There's so many things that are transpiring here that does not make sense, that is very incorrect, and is very much not on the level. Because of the way the market is for boxing, they live fight by fight. The majority of the companies, they live fight by fight. Some boxing companies were just holding on. And it's mostly a cash business. You know, it's more money in hand. Some of the smaller arenas. Now, I'm not talking about somebody like Top Rank and all those. Those will be provided for. But people who were banking their revenue on the funds, like a hedge fund, something like the Zone, they would have problems in today's market. Today's market would not make sense to a company like the Zone. It just would not. So if you know that, it's quite evident that this is a situation that's out of control. Then you're looking at, well, what do I have to gain? And the answer is nothing. You have nothing to gain from this. You understand what I'm saying? It's a done one. It's over. You have nothing to gain from this situation. This whole pandemic lockdown has damaged boxing so much. You guys won't even see the whole fallout of it until after everything is back open. When things are back open, that's when the problems are going to ensue. You're going to see the whole fallout of it. Please hit the like button. Thank you. I appreciate it. Now, here's the situation. And I want you guys, I want to be clear, so I want everybody to get it and understand. Boxing and the way the fighters are, if there's no audience, there's no money. So having a boxing fight in a no audience, and the only way you're going to make money is television, then you're already in trouble. So fighters who have these guaranteed contracts from the major companies, well, now that's going to have to be reworked. Those contracts are going to have to be reworked. They're going to have to be done all the way over. And the reason why they got to be reworked and done all the way over is because of the fact of the pandemic. There's no people there yet, so there's no real revenue. When you can get this having people sit side by side again, and you having all of these different, they can have a packed house. Right now, you can't even have a full house, even when you come back. So who knows when you can be able to sit next to someone. Even if they open up a movie theater, they might have to sell every other seat. Like this is a changing of the guard. That's sporting events, that's the whole nine. But boxing is gonna take a very huge hit. The fans are gonna be forced, it's like, okay, we're not gonna give you the best fights in the world, because if we do, we want to do that when people can actually sit down in the stadium and watch it. We're not going to give you the best fights in the world and you can only watch it on television. This is when fighters, a lot of them are babies. Some of them are very ungrateful. They act like they're the only one that risks their lives in the ring. And they're very greedy. And they really believe they're press clippings. And they don't understand that they're not great yet. They're good. They're really good, but they're not great yet. The only way you're great is when you fight someone else's great and you're able to overcome them. That's when you might have skill, but it takes a lot to be great. But it's not going to be on the display, and it has to be, it's like a tool. You can have a very sharp knife, but a sharp knife can get dull, and you have to sharpen it so it can get back sharp again and start cutting. Don't mean it's not a fine knife, it just has to be sharpened again. And that's what the promoter's job is to do, is to shine that knife. They want to showcase those skills and show what he can do. And at the same time, build your confidence up and let you fight a variation of different styles to improve you, so that you can become an ultimate fighter, a true champion. These are not like, okay, you had easy fights, a couple of easy fights. No, there's no such thing really as a super easy fight. But you have to fight variation of styles in order to improve yourself. You need that. And you need to face it early, because once you start sugarcoating these guys with easy fighters and easy knockout wins, like, hey, throw them in there with Joe Blow Smo, and then Joe Blow Smo is in there fighting with you, and then he gets knocked out, that doesn't do anything for you. Your career don't prosper with that. Joe Blow Smo gets knocked out, then what? Quit feeding him tomato cans. Feed him somebody that's going to give him a good taste. He's going to have a good battle, and he had to overcome it. That's how you decide, and you make real champions that way. Then it's going to be hard to get guys in from Mexico who fight for cheap. It's going to be hard to put those fights on the guys traveling and coming from overseas. You're going to miss a lot of money in boxing. The international money is where the money is. International, so it's not like the NBA and everything else where it's all done here in America. No, they travel. So they go to Dubai and get money. It's going to be a lot of red tape, a lot of issues, a lot of problems. So the longer we go to trying to get this thing cleared up, and the quicker we can try to get back to getting things back to normal. Because fighters, the money is not going to be the same anymore, and they're going to be unhappy. It is what it is. The money is not going to be the same anymore. And some of these small house shows, I don't know if they're open. One boxing company said they were going to have to close their doors. You know, they had a boxing gym and they was doing small house cards, and you know, those they're going to have to close their doors because they, you know, what they filed for with the help wasn't enough. Not enough for them to survive on. So they're losing everything with the overhead. And it's sad, but a lot of people are going to have to close their businesses. Mainly because they just can't deal with the overhead. And when boxing, man, it's like the television deal is basically done because you can't have any shows, house shows. So all of those PBC shows on Fox is all canceled, and because fights are postponed. So now that's time slots that had to go somewhere else and get reallocated. No, I never saw it that way. I saw a whole different situation altogether. I saw people who had a very serious problem with certain people being in charge. You know, you have that every now and then. You have somebody who's afraid of somebody being in charge. You said, you know, you got people who don't want to see other companies do well. They see what somebody else is getting and thinking they're supposed to get that money, and it's crazy right now. You know, they be, man, Ryan Garcia got a contract. He getting that kind of money. Why ain't getting that money? People don't know you don't know what another person got, another fighter. You don't know what they got. You don't have the same promoter as them. That don't mean you get their money. You haven't fought anybody. You know, it's sad right now because these kids whine and cry and they give them things. In the boxing game, that's all it is. It's a bunch of kids and they determine that they gonna make the fight themselves and go over the promoters' heads, and it's just anarchy now. And with the streaming service and everybody like, oh, I can stream my own fights. It's not that easy. Yeah, I'm trying to get home so I can go to bed. I smell like Lysol. Lysol and Perel, that's what I smell like. That's my new fragrance. And I'm telling you, these mosquitoes out here, they so hungry, man. That's like barbecue sauce to them. They can care less about what you spray. They coming. They coming. Yeah, B, I gave y'all the movie and y'all didn't even get it. Now my boy, he got it. He got the movie The Gentleman. I gave y'all that movie for free. And y'all didn't take advantage of it. Well, you get these women too. They want to be boxing promoters so well. They like, oh, I want to be a boxing promoter. I want to do this. I want to do that. It's like, you can get a license and be a boxing promoter. What is that really going to mean? You think you don't get respect? When people, your past is never forgotten in boxing. We're always more than your future. So they don't care about what new boxing promotion you got. They always gonna see you, and especially if you're a female in this boxing game, you're always gonna be looked at as some type of hoe. Because they know how this business works. In this business, and the way it works, women are mostly escorts, hang around it. They love to see men in tight pants fighting. So women are always hanging around. It's always very flirtatious women. And if you ain't one of those women, they'll go right to the next one. But when you have a bad reputation coming through the door because you done slept with half the fighters, so when you decide I want to be a boxing promoter, people are like, okay, and we know how you gonna get this match made. You gotta understand your people sometimes, man. And people will let you down. They show you who they are. You just believe them. That's all. When people show you who they are, believe them. That's all. And that's all I keep doing. I keep believing them. Every time they show me who they are, I believe them. I let them play themselves. You see Jamal Charlo, he just got a battery charge. Gonna be arrested for assault and battery. I guess he beat up somebody somewhere allegedly. Hey, I went there. But this is the kind of stuff I'm saying, right? That we've been talking about with the Charlo. Spoiled kids. Have somebody that gave them a little bit of money and a little attention. That's all they needed. They just want to be on the world stage so bad that they forgot to take challenges. They forgot to be great. His brother been at middleweight for how long and ain't fought a middleweight yet? That speaks volume. Get a nice cool breeze. I'm not falling asleep at the wheel. I was actually focused on the road. Don't go out like DLC. I ain't going out like Doc. My eyes are tired because I am sleepy. My eyes are heavy, but I'm far from being like this idiot who just crossed the doggone street. Almost got hit by my car and this truck here on a green light. I mean, nothing really surprised me. If I was asleep at the wheel, I wouldn't be where I'm at right now. I'll be the ghost. B, all you gotta do is watch the live stream that you just missed on Screen Feed yesterday, where I gave away this movie for free. Well, thank you for stopping by, Elijah. I appreciate it. Wow, watching Mike Tyson on AEW, man, that was funny. Him and Jericho, they go back to the WWE thing where he hit Jericho and then Jericho got pinned when he helped out DX. So Mike Tyson showed up again on AEW, and now, they finna rekindle the battle. I'm kind of concerned for Mike because, I don't want Mike to resort back to what he used to do. I don't want to see that for Mike. Mike has lived a very good life, getting himself back on track. And now it's like somebody's trying to get him back. And normally when you get the Tyson back, like he always say, you get the other guy back. And I don't want him to come back. The guy that's sniffing the blow and getting all crazy. Mike don't want that guy back. He don't want him back at all. Like, I don't want him. I know who I am. I don't want that guy around. So, oh, Deontay Wilder. Anybody thinking about Wilder? Well, you got to look at it like this. Deontay Wilder has got his own situation, his own problems. Mainly his problem is he can't get anybody to really, the things that he do, he can't get nobody to really back him on him and get him done. What he's got is a problem where people are prohibiting everything that he's trying to get done. That's just the truth. Wilder has got a team of yes men that hang around him and just saying, yes, Wilder, yes, Wilder. He never used to be that way. Once he started getting all that bomb squad, I need this here, he worrying about the business end more than the fight. Once you doing that, you already messing up. You already messing up. I swear I caught every train all this week. All this week. Trains. My favorite fighter of all times is Thomas the Hitman Hearns. With Mike Tyson, everything's possible. I mean, I don't think Holyfield and him should fight. I mean, Mike's 53, Holyfield's 57. That fight would go an entirely different way. I mean, Mike Tyson can make money being Mike Tyson. That's it. He probably. I don't even know how to. What that even means. What does that mean? Being Mike Tyson. I'm confused. Why somebody keep telling me to wake up? Is that an old text or something? I'm fine. I was more disappointed in the fact that I felt people should have done more, to try to protect the game or protect the fighters and protect the situation. I just felt like people failed Mike Tyson. And right now the boxing game has failed. There's plenty of fights that we can't get that's on the cusp of being made. Caleb Plant fight with David Benavidez. One day we might get that. That'll be interesting. It's a lot of more interesting fights out there that I think, besides Terrence Crawford and Manny Pacquiao, and Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence. We just need that crowning achievement for Terrence Crawford. And once you make a fight like Terrence Crawford, and then you put on the other side Errol Spence, now you talking about the fight the whole public want to see. So you got to be talking pay-per-view, but you can't talk that now because everything kind of got delayed. Yeah. Anyhow, it's your boy Carcino. I'm out. I made it home.